This is a story without pictures. But if you close your eyes, you can imagine anything you want.
Zishan is a 7-year-old boy. In fact, he turned 7 only yesterday. His Ammi Abbu lovingly call him Zishu. He loves his younger sister Ruhi. He loves to play sports and wants to grow up to be a detective. So, as you know, it was Zishu's 7th birthday yesterday. Ammi Abbu had arranged his birthday party in the afternoon in a park near their house. All his friends had come over and they all had so much fun. They played football, they played musical statues where his little sister Ruhi sang all the songs.
Mangoes yellow tilly tilly, mangoes green. Some are so sour. I have my golden hands grating fruit.
They did a few running races. Then Zishu's Abbu did a round of a rapid quiz with the children where everyone had to shout out the answers to the questions as fast as they could. What's the name of a body part that is also the name of an animal?
Calf.
What kind of tortoises go a year without food or water?
Galapagos tortoise.
Where does Santa Claus live?
North Pole.
What is Zishu's favorite sweet?
Jalebi.
Then it was time to eat some snacks and cut the cake. Zishu's friends circled around him and sang,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Zishu. Happy birthday to you. Somebody popped 2 balloons and everyone had a good laugh. And then it was time for everyone to go back home. As soon as they reached home, Zishu wanted to open his presents. One by one, he tore the wrapping paper off of each one of his presents. First, he opened a beautiful birthday card that little Ruhi had made for her brother. On the outside, it said,
You are the best brother in this world.
and on the inside, it said,
I'm the best sister in this world.
This made them all giggle. Then he opened the present from his parents. It was a mouth organ. He loved it. And then he blew into it and tried to play some tunes. The present from Zishu's uncle had a frisbee inside it. Then there was one more present to be opened. This box, wrapped in a shiny red paper, was from his friends. They had all come together to give him something very special. When he opened the box, it contained a magnifying glass and a flashlight. The magnifying glass was a bit heavy to hold and looked very cool as he held it up. It had a nice maroon handle and the glass had a golden rim around it. Zishu had a bright smile on his face. The flashlight was made of smooth aluminium and had a good rubber grip to hold it. He turned it on and it shone a very bright light. Zishu had always wanted to be a detective, and his friends had given him exactly what he needed. You know, a detective is a person who helps other people and solves mysteries, like finding things which have gone missing or figuring out why something strange has happened. Zishu was now ready to begin his detective adventures. He asked his Ammi,
Ummi, is there anything unusual or strange that you have noticed around the home?
but Ammi said that the only unusual thing was that her Zishu had suddenly turned 7 and was not 6 anymore. So Zishu went to his Abu and asked.
Abbu, have you lost anything?
Abu said that thankfully he had found the missing pen just this morning. So Zishu asked Ruhi if she had lost anything, and she said that she couldn't find 2 of her hair clips, the ones with dinosaurs on them. Zishu said,
Ruhi, I am not interested in finding your clips. I want to solve something mysterious and important.
so he rang his neighbor's doorbell. His friend Somu opened the door.
Somu, are there any missing things at your home which I could help find?
Asked Zishu. Somu said there was nothing missing, but a mysterious thing had happened at their home in the afternoon. This was very interesting, thought Zishan. He immediately started to look very serious and asked Somu to explain everything that had happened. Somu took Zishu to his parents' bedroom and showed him the mysterious muddy paw prints. Zishan noticed the paw prints and then he looked at the bedroom very carefully. At the other end of this room was a door which opened to the garden. Somu explained that when they came to the room in the afternoon, they saw these mysterious prints. It seemed like a small animal had entered the bedroom through the garden door. They followed the prints. The animal had entered from the garden, then walked across the bedroom and gone into the dining room. This much they could clearly see from the prints. But after entering the dining room, the paw prints faded away. Somu and his parents had looked everywhere in the dining room, in the kitchen, in the living room, but they couldn't find anything. Somu was already quite afraid because he didn't like animals. This was a good mystery, thought Zishan. He took out his magnifying glass and the flashlight from his bag and started to look closely at the prints. It could have been a cat or a small dog. It clearly walked out of the bedroom. But what then? Where did it go? It couldn't vanish in thin air. Zishu looked at the floor closely with his magnifying glass.
You see, Somu, the paw prints don't just go out to the dining room, but they also come back in. See?
Zishu handed over the magnifying glass to Somu. Somu looked carefully and saw it. There were faint prints that came back inside the bedroom. They were not easy to see without the magnifying glass and the flashlight. Zishu followed this set of faint paw prints. They went under the bed. He switched on his flashlight and bent down to shine it under the bed to see if there was something there. He saw something wiggle behind a box that was kept under the bed. Suddenly, the face of a small puppy appeared from behind the box.
There, a little puppy. Mystery solved. Here is the owner of the paw prints. It must have come in through the garden when it was raining in the morning, and must have gone to the dining room to look for some food. Maybe it didn't find anything there, or maybe it got scared of something. So, it came back to the bedroom and hid under the bed.
Zishu called out to the puppy.
Come here, puppy. Come.
But the puppy was too scared to come out. So Zishu crawled under the bed and carefully brought the puppy out in his hands. Somu was so scared that he jumped up on the bed and shrieked. He didn't want the puppy in his home at all. So Zishu brought the puppy back with him to his home. He told his Ammi the whole story and asked if they could adopt this adorable puppy and keep her with them. Zishu looked at Ammi with puppy eyes. The puppy looked at Ammi with her puppy eyes. Ammi looked at the puppy. This cute puppy had big black eyes and a beautiful brown coat. Ammi said, "Fine, we can keep her, but only if you and Ruhi agree to take her on walks and clean her poo-poo."
Yay! What would you name her, Zishu?
Jalebi, of course,
said Zishu without a thought.
she's the sweetest thing ever.
This was Zishu's best birthday ever, and he had found a partner for his detective adventures.
We are officially in the detective business, right, Jalebi?
This story is now over, but if you like it, you can listen to more stories on this podcast. Bye.